Alright y'all, it's Saturday, May 27th. We are here tonight at Poplar Bluff Motorsports Park. Got both cars here ready to go again. Tonight's a little bit of a significant night. A little bit of a nerve-wracking night for me, I'm not gonna lie about it. 1 year ago today, the exact day, was my last race here at Poplar Bluff. I'm sure you guys have already seen the TikTok and all that. That's when I had my wreck and broke my back. And here's the wreck for you guys. That wreck caused 2 fractured vertebrae, bent race car, and ended my season. So we've already raced some this year. I've had 3 nights under my belt. Dad's had 2, and been running pretty good. So we're looking forward to a good night tonight. A completely different outcome than what last year was. So you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll talk to you guys afterwards. All right, y'all, here's y'all's post-race thoughts for Saturday, May 27th. And as usual, so far this season, Dad's finished first in front of me, so we're going to get his thoughts first. Dad, how about last night?
Well, let's talk about last night, but to start with, I didn't finish first in front of him. I just finished in front of him. So, basically, we'll start the night off. You know, we made some changes to the car, or my car especially, both cars actually. Getting ready to go into last night because of the previous race. We were a little tight or loose. Anyway, so changes didn't work. We went out hot laps. We were terrible. We were dump truck plowing, terrible. So anyway, so we made some more changes. Started pole the heat race. I started pole the heat race on heat number 2, and Chad was in heat 1. Was able to take the lead on the very start. Never looked back. Led the whole heat race. Won it. Car was a lot better. Hindsight's 20/20, but I wish now I would have tightened the car up for the feature. Just wasn't sure what they were, how it was going to work out. But anyway, started outside pole of the heat race. Led the first, or feature, I'm sorry. Led the first 5 laps, and run a good tight second for a little while, and then the car just got looser and looser and faded. So anyway, we had second place and wrapped up pretty good till we had a real late caution, like 2 to go, and boy ended up getting around me on the restart. So we finished third, but all in all, I mean, as you see here, the car here, it's all good. No damage, all's well. Didn't hurt the tires. Wore me out. As my daughter-in-law told me after the heat race, somebody tapped her on the shoulder and said, "The old man still got it, don't he?" So anyway, track was had a lot of texture to it, what have you. It was pretty rough, so I'm a little sore today, but I'm good. I'm good. But all in all, that's all we can say. Like I said, we'll start off. I'd like to thank the Lord for allowing us to do what we do. And, He's there with us all the time, and God is good. So I mean, we're happy. Special shout out to the sponsors, all the people that come support us. Brian Casey, Brian Deanna was there with us last night, helped us out a lot. Landon Levi was there. Landon them's a sponsor for us, and like I said, you just can't help. Just a lot of people don't realize just being there, and you might not do anything. You might just ask to do something, and it helps a ton. So anyway, but we'd like to thank our wrap lady, Jenna. That's the Wrap Graphics. She keeps us looking good, keeps us fresh. And like I said, all of our sponsors. I mean, we can't do any of this without them. So anyway, I think that's basically all I've got. I mean, we'll get them worked on, get them ready, and go again next week.
All right, so as he already said, we finally got different heat races for the first time ever. This was like our 7th or 8th race together, and always been the same heat race. Finally got to be in a different heat race this time. Hot laps, I mean, like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, it was my first time back at Poplar Bluff, and it was a year to the date of my wreck. Hot laps went out. Car rocked a little bit in 1 and 2, and nerves just really got to me, and the car just wasn't handling right either. So like he said, we made adjustments to the car. Went out for the heat race. I was scheduled to start in the back, 7th, and guy let me move up in front of him. I started 6th. We was moving forward. Had real good lap times compared to the leaders and all that too. Moved up to 4th. Actually caught 3rd a little bit there for a little bit, and just didn't get close enough to him to do anything with it. So come home 4th. Started 7th in the feature, and I committed to the bottom to begin with. I started there, so I committed to it, and the car was a little loose to begin with, but I was still able to control the car and was picking cars off coming up, and it the car just all of a sudden just went away, and I fell back. And like Dad said about that caution with a couple laps to go, I ended up getting involved in that caution and jacked up the door bar and the passenger side door, but you know, nothing cosmetic, nothing that we can't fix. And lost a spot on the restart, so come home 8th. All in all, I gotta say I'm happy with it. You know, first time being back at Poplar Bluff, conquering the nerves, being able to just do what I love to do and finish a race. You know, like I said, got a little bit of body damage, but other than that, the car's good. Like he said, we're gonna get them ready to go next weekend, or for next weekend, and I'm gonna be making some adjustments to my car. We've been talking about my car, and hopefully maybe I can outrun the old man for once. So we'll just have to see how that works out. So anyway, Mom's standing right here, so let's get Mom's thoughts. She didn't get to see the heat races. She was babysitting during the heat races, but she got to watch the feature. So we'll get her thoughts and see what she says about the feature.
And by the way, just so y'all know, he ain't gonna worry about outrunning the old man. He got to outrun the field. The man's just in the field. It's all good.
Yeah, as I said, I heard I missed a pretty good showing by my husband in the heat race, him winning it, and I was very proud of him. Bubby was real excited. He come in the motorhome having to say, "Nana, you're not gonna believe it. My pawpaw, he wins!" And it was just so excited to watch him get so excited. And so anyway, I got to watch the feature and seen Chuck lead about 4 or 5 laps, and then kind of they had a good run with Gary there for a little bit, going back and forth, and then both of them pretty well checked out from everybody till the caution come up, and I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to second, but got another car around him and bring home third. I'm pretty proud of how everything went. Proud of my boy being able to get back in the car, conquer the nerves, and just I think we all had a little bit of nerves with knowing it was a year from the date of the big wreck and everything. So it was just good to see him get back in there and conquer the nerves, and just looking forward to the rest of the season, see what happens.
All right, we're gonna get Sarah in here now, get her thoughts on the night. She was on the way over there, she was talking to me about being nervous and all that. So let's get Sarah's thoughts on the night, and then we'll let Nathan talk a little bit too. So Sarah, what do you think about last night?
Definitely better than outcomes that we've had before, thank God. I was very nervous, but with God's help, I made it through with the recording. Definitely noticed that halfway through, we talked about it last night, halfway through, he started fading back a little bit, and he was explaining to me different things about that on the way home last night. But I mean, overall, you were safe, and that's what matters the most. And then Poplar came in third, so it was overall a good night, I feel like.
Nathan, what'd you think about last night, dude?
My papa won, and I was so excited because my papa won, and I was like, because I just rose.
All right, my sister's on her way out here. She got to watch the heat race. She sat with her baby on feature time, so she's on her way out here, and we'll get her thoughts on the heat race, and then you know we'll end the video. So like I said, let's get her out here and see what she thought about the heat races and overall how she felt about the night. Amber. So
yeah, was excited to be back at Poplar Bluff, and
Watch out.
was excited to be back at Poplar Bluff Speedway, and you know, got to let Kennedy go up for hot laps. She wasn't too big of a fan of the headphones, so she didn't get to see the big portions of the race. Hey, can I say hi? But you know, it was exciting to get to watch the heats, you know, especially seeing Dad's win. You know, it's definitely a great thing to see. So, you know, just happy to be able to be back and be part of it.
And this is our beautiful This is my beautiful niece and newest addition to the family, little Miss Kennedy. So like I said, we appreciate you guys watching this video. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave comments, all that, and we'll see you guys soon.